Let's see, our next question is from Sam on BJJ and recurring staph infections. Dear Robb and Nicki, over the last 12-year period, I've made numerous attempts to train BJJ, each attempt ending in a staph infection. My first time was about 12 years ago, where I got a good year of training in, which was punctuated by a pretty bad staph infection that flared back up a few more times shortly after. 8 years later, I went for it again, this time getting a staph infection after 1 week of training. Most recently, I got 6 months in before getting another. As you can imagine, every doctor I've talked to thinks I just need more antibiotics, or that I have some secret colony of staph living in my nose. This approach has obviously not been successful for me. It also fails to address why I only get them while training and never in the periods in between. While hygiene may have been to blame the first time, I was pretty careful the last 2 times, even if I wasn't 100% perfect. I had a funky sleep schedule before my most recent occurrence, which I think may have contributed. Some more details for you. I'm 33, in good shape, otherwise healthy, eat well, sleep well. I've always lifted weights outside of BJJ, but nothing crazy in terms of volume. My question for you is, if this was happening to you, where would you start? What would you be looking at? I've considered seeing a functional medicine practitioner, as I've wondered if there are some bigger picture immune issues at play. And I appreciate any thoughts you have on this. I don't want my BJJ career to be over so soon.
Yeah. Gosh, where would we jump into this? Getting a functional medicine assessment wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, to see if there is something kind of off with like HPTA axis, cortisol, which could be suppressing immune function. Definitely the hygiene of the gym that you're in is a big factor. The places that we've gone to, like they're pretty on it. Like they spray the mats down in between classes, and they're definitely on top of that. So like that maintenance is important. What is the name of the soap that Darian sells? There's like a
defense.
Yeah, defense soap.
And
yeah,
I'll find it for sure, and we can put a link in the show notes.
Yeah, but I think it has like tea tree oil and some other antimicrobials, and a lot of people swear by that. And this is also why, even though my jiu-jitsu game, I'm not, fabric dependent. I'm not hanging on to the gi. I tend to wear a rash guard and then a gi. I don't usually wear sprats also, but you could do that. But taking all that stuff, then you have minimal, I guess, kind of surface area exposed. So, I mean, the boxes to tick. See if there's anything that could be obvious with regards to immune function and something being, amiss there. Definitely lean on the facility owners to clean the mats thoroughly. I would recommend wearing a rash guard, possibly sprats, and a gi, and launder those aggressively each time.
Every single time. If you get off the mat to go to the bathroom, put shoes on and walk. Like everybody at your gym should be wearing shoes into the bathroom.
Yeah, they should be bringing like sandals to go in. It's so gross when you see people sprint to the bathroom. The guys always in barefoot, and then they come back on, and you're like, listen, knucklehead. So yeah, but those are the things. Anything else? Yeah, I mean, and then laundering your whatever you wear thoroughly, and then the defense soap. Maybe post training would be the things that I'd look at.
Like, can the sleep thing? I mean, if you
sleep deprived. And one other thought with this is, if you're going really hard rolling, it's like a CrossFit workout or something. Like people can turn these sessions into a near-death experience, which can kind of crush your immune response. And so you may need to look at the intensity that you're training. And it's hard for people to do. In the beginning, they just are battling for survival, and the only thing that you can rely on is kind of strength and cardio and power output and everything. But that will knacker you, and it definitely impacts immune response. Yeah, it can kind of dig a hole. So I would definitely consider, how hard are you going, and figure out ways of dialing that back. I would check out Henry Aiken's Hidden Jiu-Jitsu course. He has a specific module in his course when he had a gig in Bali, and he actually has a block of like 15 videos that shows him rolling with the people that attended the event. And Henry he looks like he's almost unconscious. Now granted, he's got 20 plus years of jiu-jitsu experience, but even though I'm nowhere near where Henry is, my rolling looks way more like that than what you see in like the competition videos where, people are like super rigid and they're just go, go, go. And so, And that's part of the reason why I've been able to train pretty consistently. And I try to figure out how my 40 to 60% effort can continue to beat or make improvements on everybody else's like 95% effort. So that would be another piece to look at.
Okay.